Hello students, welcome to ShirtBack Academy. In this lesson we're going to be continuing with Module 2. In our lesson today we're going to be learning with events. We're going to begin from the code.org webpage, and in the top left corner we're going to click where it says Learn. On the next page we're going to go down to grades K to 5 and we're going to click on Learn More. On the next page we're going to go down and click on Course A. And in Course A, we're going to be doing Lesson 12, On the Move with Events. This is a new skill we're going to learn. I'm excited to do so. Once we're here, we're going to click on the number 1, and we're going to watch our introductory video.
Time to get creative and use your coding skills to tell a story. Your story will have actors, and you'll be able to make these actors talk and interact with each other.
So create my own game, so I have to move around the cat and the dog and make them say things.
Start thinking of what kind of story you want to tell. The cat's always been afraid of the dog, and what if the cat figures out the dog's just trying to be nice? The win-run block starts everything. The move block will move your character, and the say block will make your character say whatever you type. I was making the dog come over and say, "Hi."
She'll be all scared.
This is the When Actors Collide block, which you can link up to the other blocks. I was making the dog come over and say, "Hi," but then the cat got scared, so ran away. If there was more time, it would have been a happy ending.
The end!
In the rest of this lesson, we're going to be working with events. Let's go ahead and click on Continue and move on to Puzzle 2. And here we're going to have a free play. This is a Play Lab level. Here we're going to learn about some of the different blocks we can use to create our story. Over in the play space we see a dog and the background is a city landscape. We see in our toolbox a lot of different blocks. Let's bring over a couple and check them out. The first block we're going to bring over is the Set Mood block. This allows our character to be happy, sad, or different moods. The other one we're going to bring over is a Move block. We're going to use the Move block when we connect it to events so that our character can move around. We also have a Say block. Here in the Say block, we can have our character say different words. We can also type something that is custom that we want them to say. We can always click on drop downs and change moods. We're going to make our dog angry. We can always change the directions when we click them to events. And we can always change what our characters say. We also see down here in the toolbox the purple blocks. These allow us to change backgrounds and things like that. We'll work with the green event blocks here in the next puzzles. Let's click Run and see what happens. We see our dog is angry and he's saying, "Hi there." We can change our code if we'd like. Let's bring over an event block. Let's see what they look like. The green event blocks allow us to move around our characters. We're going to connect our Move the Dog Up to the green Up event. Now if we click Run, if we click on the up arrow, our dog will move up. Now we're going to bring over a Set Background. Here we can change what the landscape is behind our dog. There's a lot to choose from. I'm going to pick the rainbow. We can also change our character if we'd like. Here I'm going to change our dog to the dinosaur. We have a few different changes. We've changed our background, we've changed our character, and we've also connected an event block. Check all your code. Let's click Run. You can see our dog is still angry and he says, "Hi there." We can move him up and now look, our background changes. After our dog said "Hi there," our background changed to the rainbow. We can still move him up. And at the very end we can see down in the corner that we now have our new character, the dinosaur. Our code worked great. If you'd like to try out some of the other features, click the Keep Playing block. We're going to click on Next Puzzle and move on to number 3. Here in Puzzle 3, our instructions are asking us to have Jorge the dog say hi there. How can we do that? Over in our toolbox, we're going to connect a say command to when run. We can see that the command is already set to say hi there. To add a little extra to our code, I'm going to set the background, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it a soccer field. Now when I click run, our dog says hi there, and then our background changed. Great job. Let's click on continue and move on to Puzzle 4. Here in Puzzle 4, our instructions are asking us to get Jorge the dog to move over to the flag. We're going to connect a move left command to the green left event. Let's click OK and begin our code. Over here in our workspace, we see our dog will still say hi there. We're going to bring over our move left command and connect it to the green left arrow event. When we click run, it will allow us to move the dog left. We can change the direction if we need to. We can also change the direction on the command. We always want the events and the commands to be pointing the same way. Let's click run. Now you can see our dog still says hi there, but now we can have him move left. You can use the arrow on your keyboard or click it on your screen. And the dog gets to the flag. Great job! Let's click on continue and move on to Puzzle 5. Here in Puzzle 5, our instructions are asking us to add another event block so that Jorge can move right when we click on the right arrow button. Let's go into the toolbox, and what we're going to do first is bring over a green right event. And we're going to connect a move right. We want the dog to move right when we click on the right arrow. We're going to change what Jorge says. We're going to have him say goodnight. We still have our left arrow, and now we have our right. Now we're going to click run. Now Jorge says goodnight. We can move right. We got one flag, and we can also move left to the second flag. Great job! Here in Puzzle 6, it's asking us to add events so that Jorge can move up and down. We're going to add events for the up and down arrows. Let's click and drag over to the workspace a green up arrow event, and we're going to connect a move up. Now Jorge should be able to move up when we click the arrow. We're going to bring a second one over, but this time change it to down. We're going to go back to the toolbox and connect a move command and change that direction to down. Always make sure your directions are working in the same way. Let's double check our code. You can see in our workspace we now have 4 events. We have one for each arrow direction that Jorge can move. Let's go ahead and click run. Jorge still says goodnight. And now we can move Jorge all across our screen. Up, down, left, and right. Our code works great. You can see how we can create games using our program. Let's get that second flag. Great job, everybody. We have 2 more puzzles. Let's finish strong. Here in Puzzle 7, they're asking us to make the game a little more interesting by changing the background and playing a random sound when we click on Jorge. Let's see how we can do that. We still have all of our events with the directions. We're going to go to the toolbox and click and drag over a set background. We're going to change the background And when Jorge is clicked, we want to play a sound. We currently have our background set to random. That's what the two wavy arrows are. Now let's click run. We see Jorge says goodnight. We can still move him around the screen. And when we clicked on him, he made a sound. When we hit run, now this time our background is a rainbow. It was hard to see the first one because it changed from dark blue to black. Great job, everybody. Let's click on continue. Final puzzle. Here in puzzle 8, we have another free play. It says we can add anything we want to the game. Let's try to make the dinosaur disappear when Jorge runs into him. Let's take a look at some of our workspace commands. We have our background set to change. Jorge says goodnight. And we have all of the events from our previous puzzles. Jorge can move around, and we play a random sound when we click on him. We're going to bring over a new event that when Jorge and the dinosaur collide, something new will happen. What should we have happen? We're going to make the dinosaur disappear. We can do that by bringing over the vanish command. When Jorge runs into the dinosaur is going to disappear. There are other commands you can do in the free play. I'm going to click run. Jorge says goodnight, and the background still changes. We can move him around, and when he hits the dinosaur disappears. If you'd like to keep trying with the free play level, click on keep playing and try it out. Share some of the final results you have when you make some games. Congratulations, everybody. We've completed the final puzzle and on the move with events. If you have any questions about one of the puzzles in this lesson, find the timestamp on the video and review that section. We thank you for following along, and we'll see you in the next lesson, which will be our final one in Module 2. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and keep on coding.